ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान्नस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। मौनो व्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानम् परशिष्ठान्ते वसदृशिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपम् स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे।
मौनव्याख्या
परब्रह्मतत्त्वयुवानम्
परब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानम्
देवसत्तेरावृतं
ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः
ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपम् स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे।
वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम् सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि।
वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम्
के निषण्णं सकलमुनिजनानदातारहारा त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जनन मरण दुःखच्छेद नमामि।
चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरोर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तच्छिन्न संशयाः
चित्रं वरतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्न संशयाः।
निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
ॐ नमः
प्रणवाय
प्रवर्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये
निर्मलाय
निर्मलाय
प्रशान्ताय
प्रशान्ताय
दक्षिणामूर्तये
दक्षिणामूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये
दक्षिणामूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्धूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
विश्वं
दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं
दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी
निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया
पश्यन्नात्मनमया
यथा निद्रया
बहिर्योद्धूत यथा निद्रया
यस्साक्षात् कुरुते
यत्साक्षात्
प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम्
स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम्
तस्मै
तस्मै
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
इदं
इदं
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः माया कल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
बीजस्यान्तरनिवाङ्कुरो
जगदिदं
जगदिदं
प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः
प्राक्निर्विकल्पनं पुनः माया
मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना
कालकलना
वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम्
वैचित्र्यकृतं माया
मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि
महायोगेश्वेच्छया
महायोगेस्वेच्छया
यः
तस्मै
प्रसच्छया तस्मै
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः।
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये
इदं
नमः।
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात्तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यत् साक्षात् करणाद् भवेन पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये
यस्यैव पूरणं सदात्मकं
सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थकं भासते
सत्कल्पार्थकाशते भासते साक्षात्तत्त्वमसि
साक्षात्तत्त्वमसि
वेदवचसा
वेदवचसा
यो बोधयत्याश्रितान्
बोधयत्याश्रितान्
यत्साक्षात्करणात् भवेन पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भो निधौ
यत्साक्षात्कारणाद्भवेनपुनर्भवनिधौ
तस्मै
तस्मै
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं
श्रीगुरुमूर्तये
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये।
तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये इदं नमः। यस्य एव सदात्मकं स्फुरणम् असत्कल्पार्थकं भासते यः वेदवचसा साक्षात् तत् त्वम् असि इति आश्रितान् बोधयति यत् साक्षात् करणात् भवाम्भोनिधौ पुनः आवृत्तिः न भवेत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये इदं नमः। यस्य यस्य कस्य यस्य कारणात्मक परब्रह्मणः ईश्वरस्य दक्षिणामूर्तिनः परमात्मनः यः जगत् कारणं सः यस्य यस्य एव सदात्मकं सत् आत्मकं सत्तारूपं सत् सत् चित् आनंदरूपात्मकं ब्रह्म परमात्मा स्फुरणं तस्य स्फुरणं प्रकाशः असत्कल्पार्थकं मिथ्याप्रपञ्चरूपं भासते प्रकाशते। We will see the shloka in detail. तत् त्वम् असि इति वेदान्तवाक्यं महावाक्यम् अखण्डार्थ बोधकवाक्यं महावाक्यं तत् त्वम् असि जागरणवाक्यं the vakyam which awakens a person from the deep slumber of ignorance. Swarupam Swarupa Jnanaya Jagaranam Apekshitam. To know one's Swarupa, one has to awake. The two types of awakenings. One is awakening from deep sleep, slumber, nidra, which happens every day, or from the Swapna Prapancha, from Swapna. Other one is awakening from the samsara. Ataha jagarana dvayam asti. Two types of waking up, awakenings. Pratamaha swapnat jagaranam. Swapnat jagaranam pratamam bhavati. Swapna, that is the dream. The dream in which the dreamer lives in the dream world. where the waker is absent. So the dreamer, the dream world, and the dreamer interacts with the dream world, Swapna Prapancha. So to know the Swarupam of the dreamer now he has to wake up to be a waker. The waker has forgotten himself to be a dreamer. Therefore, for the dreamer, there is no waker buddhi. If waker buddhi is there, then it is not Swapna. So therefore, there is no knowledge of waker. That is why it is Swapna. Therefore, Swapnat, Swapna Prapanchat, Jagaranam, Pratama Jagaranam. So the dreamer wakes up to be a waker. The Swapna Prapancha is dissolved. That is Pratama Jagaranam. That Pratama Jagaranam kada bhavati, you will see. That is Pratama Jagaranam. Dvitiya Jagaranam is Dvitiya Swapnat Jagaranam, Dvitiya Jagaranam. Dvitiya Swapnat, Dvitiya Swapnaha. That is, the Jagat is the waking avastha, the Jagrat avastha is comparable to the Swapna. It's also a Swapna. So waking up to the reality in the Jagrat avastha, the waker who is there, he has to wake himself to be that. That is second awakening. In the first one, that prapancha which is there, which is kalpita by Nidraya, pratama swapnaha kalpitaha, swapna prapanchaha, in which the dreamer, the dream world, and therefore there is interaction, and that is a reality for the dreamer. In the second one, in Dvitiya Swapne, the Dvitiya Swapna, that is this Jagrat avastha, that is Mayaya kalpitaha. Nidraya kalpitaha pratama swapnaha, Mayaya kalpitaha Dvitiya Swapnaha. Pratama Swapna, the Jagaranam, Pratama Jagaranam, getting up from sleep, from Swapna, getting up from this Maya, getting up from this delusion caused by Maya. Because Mayaya eva Dvitiya Swapnaha Kalpitaha, where the waker is not aware of his Swarupam, his nature. Therefore, he is also comparable to, yes, a dreamer only, a sleeper only, he sleeps. That is why in Gita also Bhagavan has said, Ya Nisha Sarvabhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Ta Nisha Pashyato Munehe. So that is awakening. So getting up from the first Swapna, that is the real Swapna, it is Pratama Jagaranam, Tadartam Vishesha Prayatnam Na Avashyakam. Vishesha Prayatnam Vina Eva Jagaranam Sambhavati. Katam Sambhavati Vishesha Prayatnam Vina. For anything required, Vishesha Prayatnam required. But first one, the person is in Sushupti, in Swapnavastha, dreamer. The dreamer has to get up to become a waker. What effort is required? In the dream, the dreamer is just a bhokta, never a karta. Because the dream world, the Swapna Prapancha, where the dreamer interacts with the dream world as a bhokta only. There is no kartritvam in the Swapna Prapancha. Swapna Prapanche Suptasya kartritvam nasti. Supitu kartritvam nasti. Swapta kevalam bhokta eva bhavati. That is why it is bhogya prapancha. That certain, in fact, certain karmas are exhausted, which cannot be exhausted in the Jagrata Avastha. Certain karmas are exhausted in the form of experiencing in Sapna Prapancha itself. Therefore, it is Bhogya, it is Prapancha. Sapna Prapancha, where the Satta will be a Bhokta. Because Bhokta, therefore, karma is there. So, therefore, Yavat karma asti, Tavat Swapna Prapanche, Swapta Bhokta Bhavati. Yada karma kshiyate, because karma is the cause. Swapna utpadakam karma bhavati. Karma is the cause for swapna. Yada karma kshiyate, tada anayasena swapta prabudyate, without any vishesha prayatna. Anayasena, no effort is required to wake up from the swapna. The dreamer becomes the same person, the dreamer. Now he becomes a waker, gets up from the sleep. So this is Pratama Jagaranam. Tatra Vishesha Prayatnam na Avashyakam, Vishesha Prayatnam Vinayeva, Jagrati, Karma Eva Karanam, Swapna, Bhoge, Swapne, Bhokta Bhavati, Swapna Utpadakam Karma Bhavati, Swapta Bhokta Bhavati, Yada Karma Kshiyate Tada, Swapta Jagrati. That is first Jagaranam, first awakening. As it in the first shloka, Acharya has given this example. Yatha nidraya magirivod udbhutaya. The second awakening, as a dreamer wakes up and discovers himself to be a waker, and he falsifies the mithya dream. Dream is not mithya when he was in the dream. But when he wakes up from the dream world is mithya. Falsifies the dream world. So too, from this Jagrata Avastha, the Jiva has to wake up and falsify. But that is not easy. Pratama Jagaranam is Swabhava Siddham. Dvitiya Jagaranam, it is Dvitiya Jagaranam, or Dvitiya Jagarane Jnanam Swataha na Bhavati. This Dvitiya Jagarane Jnanam Apekshitam. Because Dvitiya Jagaranam, the second awakening, it is not based on your karma. So you can't wait till the karma gets exhausted and then I will wake up. Wake up to know the swarupa of myself. Because we have so much karma, which cannot be exhausted even in one janma. It can be exhausted even in 100 million janmas. Because anadi kalat, this sanchitani karmani, the karmas are there. So for karma kshayat jnanam sambhavati va, na sambhavati. Therefore, second awakening, second getting up, that is from this Jagrata Avastha to Jnana Avastha, Swarupa Avastha, that is not based on karma, like Swapna. From a Swapna, a person wakes up when the karma is exhausted. Similarly, from the Jagrata Avastha, the person wakes up to oneself. That is not based on karma. It is unlike, because the shariram itself is because of certain portion of the sanchita which manifests as prarabdha. So therefore, after the exhaustion of all the karma, the jiva will wake up to himself is not possible. Therefore, kim apekshitam jagaranaya dvitiya swapnat jnanam apekshitam ajnanam swatah sambhavati va na sambhavati. Jnanam cannot happen by itself. So therefore, dvitiya swapnat prabodham kim avashyakam jnanam avashyakam and jnanam swatah na bhavati. And the jnanam is aham satyam, aham satchit ananda atma, aham satyam, aham brahma satyam, etat jagat mithya iti avagantum jnanam avashyakam. Therefore, jnanam vina dvitiya jagaranam na sambhavati. And dvitiya jagarana, therefore, dvitiya jagaranartham jnanam. And jnanarthameva, tadarthameva, we have jnanam is the primary karanam, sakshat sadhanam bhavati, mokshaya. The dvitiya jagaranam is moksha. Moksha from this samsara, from this Jagrata Avastha, which the jiva thinks, or in which the jiva is bound, from that to be free, jnanam is required. That is Dvitiya Jagaranam, and you wake up to yourself is moksha. So moksha for mokshartham, kim sadhanam, jnanam eva, sakshat sadhanam. And jnana praptiya yogyata avashyaki yogyata, tadartameva karma yoga, upasana yoga as the preparatory steps, and sakshat sadhanam is shravana manana nididhyasanatmaka jnana yogaha iti ete upayaha avashyakaha. And that also, that jnanam is not attainable by oneself. For guroho sahayena dakshinamurtehe anugrahena eva etan sarvan sadhanan aham anutishtami tada jnanam bhavati. Tada eva jnanam bhavati. Therefore, following all these sadhanas, karma yoga and upasana, karma yoga na chitta shuddhi, upasanaya chitta naischalyam, having gained sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, then guru upasadanam, then jnanam, then that jnanam also, apratibadha jnanam, therefore mananam nididhyasanam. There is no other way. These are the steps. By following this only, the person can wake up to the reality. Therefore, it is jnanam. Dvitiya swapnat jagaranartham, this sadhanani avashyakani and jnanam sakshat sadhanam. So therefore, the awakening, getting up this awaken waking up to oneself, the reality takes up, it happens with the help of the Guru. Help of the Guru. And the Guru also, what does he do? The Guru teaches the Shastram. And the Shastram, which is the Pramana, and the Guru reveals the truth revealed by the Pramanam, Shastra Pramanam, Tena Jnanam, and the Jnanam becomes Drida, Nishta, then the person wakes up. This is the step. So therefore, Guru Upadeshena. So first Jagranam is Karmakshaya Tatama Jagranam. Second Jagranam is Guru Upadeshena. So Guru Upadeshena, therefore Guru teaches. Guru teaches what? Guru teaches Shastram. So that Shastram uses different prakriya. Different prakriya to convey the truth. To convey this teaching, Shastram uses different prakriya. The important prakriya, Karya Karana prakriya, which the Chaitanya Upanishad and all the Upanishads, they adopt this prakriya, Karya Karana prakriya. So Karanam and Karyam. Karanam, why it is Karanam? Karanam is that which is the cause for the Karya. Therefore, from the standpoint of the Karya, it is Karanam. And Karya also, from the standpoint of Karanam, it is a product. Therefore, Karya. Then Karya Karana Prakriya, where two things are there. One is the Karanam, like previous shloka, that Ankura and Bija. Bija is the Karanam, Ankura is the Karyam. So Karya Karana Prakriya, cause and effect. So in the first Jagaranam, in the first state where the waker, who is the cause of Swapna Prapancha? Swapna Prapancha, for which the cause is, this waker is the cause. Prabuddhaha Purusha Eva Swapna Prapanchasya Karanam. The Prabuddhaha Eva Suptaha Bhavati. Yaha Prabuddhaha, the one who is the waker, Sahayeva Suptaha Bhavati, Swapna Sushupti Avasthaya. Or अथवा स्वप्न प्रपंचस्य कारणम स्वप्न prapancha is for which the karanam is the waker. The waker has to temporarily suspend. The waker wakes up in the dream as a dreamer. So there in the dream there is dreamer. It's not waker. The waker is the cause and dream is the karanam. Similarly, the same way, Maya Sagita Atma Jagar Prapanchasya Karanam. As the waker is the Karanam for Swapna Prapancha. The Swapna Prapancha, the waker wakes up to be a dreamer. It's not really waking. He appears, manifests as a dreamer. Same way, Atma with the Maya Shakti, Maya Sagita Atma Eva Jagar Prapanchasya Karanam. Tasya Nama Kim Saha Atma Paramatma iti. Paramatma with Maya Shakti is the cause for this Jagat. So Maya Sagitaha Paramatma Jagat Karanam Jagataha Karanam Bhavati. karanamasti. And idam jagat sarvam, idam jagat karyam. Karanam, Paramatma, Brahma, Maya Sagita Brahma, Ishvaraha Karanam. And this jagat karyam. Therefore, there is karya karana sambandha. There is karya karana sambandha. That is karyam jagat, idam karyam jagat cannot be independent of the karanam. So idam jagat, karyam jagat, karanat na bhinnam bhavati. Karanam swatantraya tishtati. Kintu karyasya aswatantrata asti. Swatantrataya statum na shaknoti. Karyam always has its dependency on karanam. Therefore, karana karya. So this is karana karya prakriya. Before first we use this prakriya. Later we will say this karyam, first we say karyam karanat na bhinnam. Later we say there is no karyam. When karyam is not there, karanam also is not there. So what is there is only Brahma. So by karana karya prakriya, slowly the Shastra drives us to understand the truth. So this karya karanam is one of the prakriya. Panchakosha prakriya, karya karana prakriya, avastatare prakriya, mandukya, karya karana prakriya. So important prakriya, which the Upanishads adopt. Therefore the karana karya prakriya. Mrit asti, gataha asti. So gataha karyam, mrit karanam. Swarnam asti, avarnani santi, avarnani karyam, swarnam karanam. Swarna karanam vina avarnani na santi. Abharanam karyani bhavanti. Swarnam karanam. Gataha karyam asti, mrit karanam. So swarnam vina avarnani swatantrataya statum na shaknuvanti. Mrit vina gataha स्वतंत्रतया स्थातुं न शक्नोति. So यः अतः यत् स्वतंत्रतया स्थातुं न शक्नोति, यत् कारणाधीनं तत् कार्यं भवति. यत् स्वतंत्रतया भवति, न तु कार्याधीनं. कार्यस्य कारणं भवति, तत् कारणम्. So therefore karanam, which is inheres in and through all the karya. Like for example, kantaharah asti, kankanam asti. All these are asti. The products of the gold, swarnam. Different ornaments are made. Various ornaments, avaranani. Kankanam asti. Kantaharaha asti. Necklace, bangle, an earring, nose ring. All these are the avaranani, the ornaments. They are made of gold. Therefore, swarnam karanam, avaranani karyani. And what is avaranam if we do vichara? Abharanam is nothing but nama rupam. Therefore, Abharanam is nama rupam minus gold. Abharanam doesn't stand. Karanam bina karyam nasti. Karyasya utpatti sambhavati karyam na bhavati eva. Karyam tu nama rupatmakam bhavati. So, Abharane, in the Abharanam, which is the karyam karyasya abharanasya nama rupam cha staha. Therefore, karyam is nama rupatmakam karyam bhavati. Karanam tu swarnameva. Therefore, sarveshu karyeshu, that is abharaneshu, this karanam, the swarnam asti eva, yatha asti swarnam sarveshu abharaneshu karyeshu, tatha eva mrit and gata we can take so many examples. As ornaments cannot exist without gold, so too the gata cannot exist without clay. Gata or any forms of plate, lid, etc. They cannot exist because there is karya karana sambandha. Now, little further, if we probe this kankanam to swarnameva, swarnasya rupam datva tasya namamapi datva kankanam iti karyam iti karyam siddhyati. That nama and rupa, the rupa belongs to kankanam. The nama is also given to the gold having that particular form, the bangle. So therefore it is gold alone. Therefore it is gold alone, it is there. Now, bangle is melted and it is converted back to gold. The bangle is destroyed. What do you destroy? You are destroying just a rupa. Rupa goes away, nama also goes away. Because there is no form, and the previous name also gone. Nama rupa is gone. But it continues to be the gold alone. So what was bangle before? That is the gold with the nama rupa. Bangle is now it has become it has become, it is as though it has become. It was gold, it is gold. Now it is gold. Gold is. Previously bangle was. It is bangle. Bangle is. Bangle destroyed, therefore the isness comes back to gold. Gold is. So kankanam asti purvam paschat swarnam asti. Now the asti, the isness which was belonging to the bangle, now it is come to gold. Is it so? No. In fact, the isness always belongs to the gold alone. From the gold, it is the isness is seen in the bangle. Therefore, bangle gone. The isness doesn't go away. The isness, the astitvam, as it belongs to the gold, the karanam, it is there. Asti, gold asti. And gold also can be destroyed. The example up to this is Drishtanta. But gold also it is, because it consists of molecules, atoms. The Drishtanta is over. Now, that asti, that kankanam asti, purvam, idanim swarnam asti. The swarnam also, suppose if you destroy, reduce that into further molecules, atoms, then also it is asti, 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 asti. Therefore, asti, 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 that astitvam vartate eva. So, therefore, as sarveshu abharaneshu, this astitvam, as we perceive gold as, because gold is a substance, that is what we see as a substance. Therefore, gold is because beyond gold we cannot go, molecules. We don't, because we don't have that penetrating the view or the eyes. As in all the ornaments, astitvam of gold is anusyutaha bhavati. Then further reducing the gold to its, because gold is also a nama rupa. Gold is not without nama rupa. It's also a nama rupa. Gold is a name. It has got a form. Now the gold is the astitvam. Astitvam of the gold, does it belong to the gold or belong to molecules and atoms? Now that astitvam belongs to the molecules and atoms. This nama karyam swarnam asti. Rupamapi karyameva. Fine. And therefore asti asti, if you reduce, finally the asti has to resolve in, finally the asti has to resolve in that which cannot be further resolved, that is pure isness, the existence alone is. The pure existence is. That existence alone, that existence is the ultimate karanam that gives existence to all the other karyas. The karya getting multiplied, and it is seen in the gross form as gold, and further the gold undergoes various changes, and it's seen as different ornaments. That astitvam is seen. That astitvam, if you trace back, it belongs to whom? It belongs to Brahma asti, Brahmayava asti, the astitvam. Molecules, atoms, further fine particles, all asti, asti, asti. They are asti. Suppose, for example, if you take God's particle, assuming that is a final one, God's particle is Brahma Eva. What else it is? Asti. That is Asti, therefore atoms Asti, Santi. Molecules Santi. Therefore Kankanam Asti. Therefore Swarnam Asti. Therefore Kankanam Asti. Abharanani Santi. Therefore Asti from the Brahma is renders Astitvam to all its karya. The Asti that Astitvam, Satta is Karanam. And the Satta renders, it gives his existence, or put it in another way, the karya, whatever may be the karya, atoms or molecules or swarnam or kankanam, borrows this existence from the Brahma. Therefore, they enjoy the status of being existing and also having a nama rupa. Nama rupa is mithya, because when you destroy the kankanam, nama rupa goes away. What is there is only gold. What is that gold is, when given a shape, becomes a bangle. So Namarupa doesn't add any special thing to the gold. The weight of the bangle is weight of the gold. The value of the bangle is value of the gold. What is the value of Namarupa? Namarupa has got no value. Therefore, the bangle is, necklace is, ring is, chain is, that all the isness, the isness is that astitvam, that isness cannot be destroyed. You can destroy Namarupa, Namarupatmaka, this bangle, earring, etc. Even you can destroy the gold. Even you can destroy the subparticles, particles, subparticles, but astitvam, how will you destroy? You cannot destroy, because that is the ultimate karanam. From the standpoint of the bangle, karanam is svarna. That is understand the karana karya prakriya. Therefore, gold we take as the karanam and kankanam as the karya. Gold renders its existence to the kankanam. Therefore, kankanam is. Kankanam namarupa. Destroyed. Gold is. Isness, is it destroyed? No. Same way, if gold is also namarupa, if it is destroyed, then the isness, finally, what is there is the moola karanam, which is the ultimate karanam. Brahma eva asti. Therefore, extending the same to Akasha asti, Vayu asti, Apaha, Jalam asti, apah asti, prithvi asti, all this asti, asti, asti. All these have gained astitvam because of what? That is the karanam. Tasmad etasmad atmanah akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu vayoragnihi agnirapaha adhyam agnirapaha adhyam prithvi prithvyam moshadayaha. All these have come, all these are products. And karanam is tasmad etasmad atmanaha paramatmanaha brahmanaha. So Brahma is the karanam. Therefore everything is the satta, astitam, the sattam. Sat, the sattam, this astita, it is pervades everything. But we perceive Namarupa and we don't recognize this astitvam, this satta. So sarvatra anubhuyamana, this astita, sa astita, is it bound by the Namarupa? No. Namarupa is mithya. Namarupa is mithya. Mithya means doesn't exist of its own. Nama is, the name is, Rupam is. Nama Rupa can be destroyed. This Astitvam cannot be destroyed. So Nama Rupani Parivartana Shilani. Kintu Astita Sarvatra Anubhuyamana Ya Astita Asti Sa Tasyaha Vinashaha Atava Parivartanam Na Sambhavati. It is there as it is. Therefore, that which is changeless, that which cannot be destroyed, that which is changeless, and that which is the essence of everything, without which nothing can exist, this Namarupatmaka Jagat, that is Atma, that is Brahma, that is Satta, Sattatmakam, Sadatmakam, Sattatmakam. That Satta is it produced, caused by something? No. So everything is produced from this Sat Brahma. That is why Sadeva Swamedam Agra Asit. And this Jagat was in the unmanifest form. It has come to manifestation from this Sat Brahma. Sat Swatantram Asti. That alone gives Satta to all to everything. So everything is nothing but Nama Rupa is everything. Binnani Nama Rupa Padarthani. Padarthaha. Binna Nama Rupatmaka Padarthaha eva sarve. The Jagat. This Sat, this Sattvam, this Astitvam, not bound. Cannot be bound by Namarupa. How do you say not bound by Namarupa? If Namarupa is destroyed, this continues to be there. Sata. It doesn't get destroyed. So therefore, this entire Karyatmaka Jagat in the Pralaya resolves. What will happen into Sata Brahman? Does it resolve into something? It is a Karanam. All this Jagat, Karyatmaka Jagat, Karane Viliyate. This is Anatma. Karyatmaka Jagat Anatma. Anatma gained the status of existence because of Atma. So for in every Anatma, Atma is Atma meaning that existence, Paramatma, Brahma. In perception of every Anatma Namarupa, there is Atma, Brahma. So therefore we cannot say experience of Brahma, Brahmanubhava. It's not that we cannot say, because in every perception of the Anatma Vastu, there is Atma, Brahma Asti Eva. And this Brahma is ever Shuddham, not contaminated by this Namarupa. Namarupa alone is born. It alone is, we interact, and that alone will be gone also. Whereas this Sat Brahma remains as it is. cannot undergo any undergo any change. It cannot be destroyed. Avinashi tu tad viddhi yena sarvamidam tatam veda vinashinam nityam yenam ajam abhyayam antavanta ime degaha nityasyukta sharirinaha. Now, if you extend the same thing to the sharira, as we investigate the external jagat, the same thing with regard to the individual sharira, shariram, the body, which is asti, shariram asti, shariram is karyam. It is put together. It is samhatam, put together, consists of limbs, parts. Put together, it is karyam. Mind is also karyam. Indriyani karyam. The shariram is, that isness, does it belong to shariram? Shariram is the isness, the satta, the existence which the shariram enjoys doesn't belong to the shariram. Shariram is karyam. It is namarupatmakam karyam, it's a product put together. Similarly, indriyani, similarly, mind. In the mind, there is thoughts, pratyaya. Pratyaya is, and pratyaya is not final, because pratyaya is, the thoughts gain the status of being existent, and their existence, and that existence doesn't belong to the thought. Therefore, what is that? Because of which even the thoughts get existence, the mind gets existence, the indriyani gets existence, enjoys existence, the shariram enjoys existence. That is chit. That is, as chit is available in the shariram, pratyekatma. Therefore, what is sat, which we perceive, is obtained as chit. Therefore, sat chit. The sat chit is Brahma. That is why Brahma Lakshanam, such satan chit, and it is Ananta, therefore Anandaha or Anantaha, Satchidananda. And that Sat Chit Anandatmaka, Anandatma, Satchit Ananda Lakshanatmaka, these are Lakshanam of Brahma. Tat, that is what is referred to by the word Tat. And Tat is Tvam. Tad Brahma Tvam Asi. So Tat Brahma Tvam Na Bhavishyasi. It is Asi. It is always is. You are that, not you don't, not that you become that. You to become that, you have to be not there now, so that you become that later. But that is not the Upadesha. So you are that. You are that when we say, is it a new experience of that Brahma, or it is already experienced Brahma? It is already experienced because I don't recognize that I'm entangled in this Nama Rupa Atmaka Prapancha, because Nama Rupa alone is available for Vyavahara. What about Atma? Atma is Abhyavaharyam. Atma is not available for transaction. It illumines everything. Everything gains existence because of that Brahma. And it is avyaktoyam, achintyoyam, avikaryoyam uchyate. It is achintyaha, not available even for chintya. That is, even it's not an object of thought. Thoughts are illumined by that. Therefore, what we perceive is only that which have got nama rupa, and that which undergoes change. We perceive the change because we perceive a thing before it changes, and after it changes. Therefore, before it is was changeless, after it changes, therefore the change is happening. We perceive the change, therefore we recognize an object. But this is not available for even for our cognition, because it is not an object of cognition. It is a very cognizer. Therefore, the Guru has to teach this. Therefore, the Guru, the Shastram, therefore Shastram uses the Nam Karya Karana Prakriya. This Nama Rupatmaka Jagat is subject to change, and this changing Nama Rupatmaka Jagat, that which doesn't change, which Shuta, which is inheres in and through all, that is not available for change, non-variable it is. That non-variable doesn't belong to the Jagat. That is the Karanam, and the Karanam is Brahma, that Brahma. How do I experience? How do I know it is not available for experience? It is Sarvatra Asti Paramatma. When we say Sarvatra Asti Mai, Mai api Ahameva Tat. That is what Upadesha is. So therefore, Ati Sukshma, Sukshmat Sukshmataram, Vrigachatadibhyam Achintya Rupam Sukshmat Sukshmataram. In the Mandaka Upanishad also we have seen. Dura Sudure Radiganti Kecha. So therefore, that has to be taught. For that Upanishad uses the Karana Karya Prakriya. So when it comes to the individual, the Shariram, that is our perception. Shariram we perceive, it is an object, undergoes change, it's a product. Mind, that is also a product. Buddhi, that is also a product. Thoughts, which happen in the Buddhi, that is also a product. I am the witness. So all these can be negated. This is not, because they enjoy, mind is, intellect is, body is, all this is, thoughts are, and the witness of all this. So they are negatable. After negating everything, that which remains unnegatable, and also it is a very existence, non-variable, that is me. That is myself, aham. Sarvam nirasya yata avashishyate tadeva shuddham sattvam shuddha astita. That shuddha, that shuddham, that pure existence, that is me. It is not available as an object, therefore you cannot experience that. Because it is the one who is the cause for all the experience. That is you. You cannot experience it. How can you experience yourself? You are the cause of all the experiences. All the experiences are possible because of you. Therefore, that you cannot be experienced because you are the observer. Everything else is observed. This observing Chaitanyam, Chit, and that Chit is obtained in this Jagat as Sat, therefore Sat and Chit. Sat, Chit, and that is Brahma. That is the Lakshanam of Brahma. First, the Jagat, investigating the Jagat, the Upanishad reveals Sat. Then Sat is, with regard to the Sharira, it is Chit. Therefore, this is Sat, Chit, the Atma. That alone is not varying, unnegatable. That moment, Shravana Kale, Yada idam jnanam sat chit yaha atma satyam jnanam bhavati tada saha prabodaha bhavati. He wakes up. I wakes up and understand mayyeva sakalam jatam mayi sarvam patishtitam mayi sarvam layam jati tad brahma advayam brahma aham asmi. I am the cause of this entire jagat. Mayyeva sakalam jatam. From me this entire jagat has come. Every all the vastus or the entire jagat is pratishtitam in me, and to me alone it resolves. The one who knows, understands this fact, that person is not different from Dakshinamurti. Tasmai Dakshinamurtaye idam namaha mama namaskaraha. So that is the meaning of Sat Sadatmakam. Yasaiva Spuranam Satatmakam, the Sat. Sat Atmakam, of the nature of existence. Puranam Avirbhavaha Prakasha. Puranam. Asat kalpartakam, asat is this jagat which is asat. Asat kalpartakam or kalpardagam bhasate prakashate. This jagat which is asat. Asat means not existent. It is anirvachaniya jagat. So therefore that which is of the pure existence, that shines in and through all these, the objects of the world. Jagat, Jagat, Asat Kalpartakam Basate, to, to that, to him who knows this. Yasyas Puranam, Yasyas Puranam Jnanam Asti, Yasyas Puranam, this Spurati, Spuranam, this Prakashaha, this Bhavati, Yasyas Puranam, Yasyevas Puranam Sadatmakam. Tasmai Shri Guru Murtahe, that person is not different from Dakshinamurti. To him, I offer namaskara. And that alone our teacher, Veda Vachasa, by Veda Vakyena, Veda Vachasa, by the words of the Veda, Tat Tvam Asi iti Veda Vachasa, Mahavakyena, Bodhayati, Saksha Tat Tvam Asi iti Yaha Bodhayati. Kaha Bodhayati, Yaha Bodhayati, Yaha Jnani, Saha Jnani, Saha Jnani, Saha Mama Guruhu, Saha Eva Dakshinamurtihi. Ashritan, unto those, the Sharanagatan Shishya, the Shishyas have taken shelter, the four Shishyas sitting at the feet of the Dakshinamurti. So Yaha Bodhayati, Dakshinamurti Bodhayati. Not only Dakshinamurti, Kimapi, Kopi Bhavatu. Yaha Bodhayati, Yaha Jnatva, Yatatattvam, Janati, Yaha Janati, Yaha Bodhayati, or it may be Chandalos to Satudvijos to Gururet, Ityesha Manisha Mama, Saha Dakshinamurti, Eva Tasmai Mama Namaskaraha. That is the meaning of the shloka. We will see second and third line. We will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.